How's it going, everyone? Chris here with another Black Ops class setup recommendation. Now it must be a couple of weeks now, or will be by the time this video goes out, when I posted the US Army Ranger and the Royal Marines Commandos class, and there are quite a few people wanting to see one that's related to the Spetsnaz, the Russian Special Forces. So by popular demand, here is the Spetsnaz Black Ops class setup. So if you've been a fan of this series so far, you'll know that this is a fun class to replicate like a real life military force. So this one's going to replicate a Spetsnaz soldier. We're going to make weapon and equipment selections for real life accuracy, not taking into consideration their in-game performance in Black Ops. So essentially making choices that relate to the Spetsnaz and the Russian forces, not their performance in-game. So first up, let's take a look at weapons and attachments. Now one of the weapons that is actually used by the Spetsnaz, or the Russian Special Forces, is the AK74 or the AKS74U, which is one of the weapons used by the Spetsnaz. And being a force that usually operates deep behind enemy lines and carries out undercover operations, will equip the silencer. So second up, another Russian or Soviet weapon that's actually used by the Russian forces is the Makarov pistol, and again the Makarov is one of the weapons that's used by the Russian forces or the Spetsnaz, and any pistol used will usually be equipped with a silencer. So moving on to equipment and grenades. First up, we've got the fragmentation grenade, which is always a popular grenade choice for almost any military force around the world. For the tactical grenade slot, we've got the smoke grenade, which is an actual choice for the real life alternative. In Black Ops it's listed under the Willy Pete, which is slang for the white phosphorus. In the game, the white phosphorus doesn't actually cause any damage like it would do in real life, it just acts more as a smoke screen. And third up, because the Spetsnaz troops are usually sent on missions to destroy communications and things like that, the jammer in Black Ops would make a great third equipment choice to kind of relate to this real life trait. So moving on to perks for this Spetsnaz class setup. Now the Spetsnaz units are lightly equipped to be able to move fast, and we can replicate this almost exactly in Black Ops with the lightweight perk. Obviously it'll help your character move faster and just be able to get around the map super fast. And second up, the training for the Spetsnaz is rumoured to be really tough, so we can kind of replicate this in Black Ops using the hardened perk, because obviously once the Spetsnaz troops have gone through all their hand-to-hand fighting training and knife training and weapons training, they'll be pretty hardened and ready for battle, so we can replicate this in Black Ops with the hardened perk. We're not taking too much notice of the actual benefits of hardened, in that it gives you higher impact or deeper impact to cover. You're kind of conflicting against the souls using the silencer and the hardened perk, but the general idea of hardened kind of fits in with the kind of class that we're going for. Third up, like we mentioned, because the Spetsnaz are a kind of small and lightweight undercover special forces force, we can choose the ninja perk, which is kind of relates to the whole staying on undercover and you know, and being quite stealthy and not being seen or heard. So in Black Ops, the ninja perk just makes your footsteps silent, so you can kind of sneak around. It does kind of go hand in hand with the lightweight, because you can kind of sneak around the back of the map and get into the enemy's spawn area and cause some havoc, especially with the silencer, because it will not appear on the radar unless there's a spy plane in the air. So finally, let's take a look at the kill streak rewards for this Spetsnaz class. Now we mentioned about the Spetsnaz force as being a force deployed to destroy enemy communications, so we can equip the counter spy plane to do exactly that in Black Ops. At 4 kills you'll bring in this counter spy plane, which will disrupt the enemy's radar, so they won't be able to see where you are on the map. Second up, we've got the Valkyrie rockets. Now the SA-14 Gremlin in real life is the closest we can get to the Valkyrie rockets in Black Ops, and the SA-14 is a Soviet weapon. It's pretty much exactly the same as the Strela 3, but in Black Ops the Valkyrie rockets are guided with the kind of TV screen that the character holds, and you can kind of control the rocket flying through the air. It's not the best kill streak to use. It takes 7 kills to actually get it, and it's very rare that you can actually get more than 2 kills with it, but It's a fun one to use, and you can sometimes, if you're quite accurate, destroy enemy helicopters like Chopper Gunner. So finally we've got another Soviet weapon that's used in real life that we can kind of call upon for this Spetsnaz class. The gunship is the kill streak, which you get 11 kills other than the attack dogs, and in game it calls upon the Hind, also known as the Mi-24, and this is a Russian helicopter and is used by the Russian Air Force. So that's the Spetsnaz class. I hope you have lots of fun with it, and let me know how you get on. Obviously we're not choosing weapons and attachments and equipment that kind of allow for our best performance in game, but it's a class that can pay homage to those famous Spetsnaz warriors. So have lots of fun with it. If you enjoyed it, drop me a thumbs up. If you learnt anything new, a like on the video would be really appreciated. It just gets my videos a little bit more widespread exposure and a few more views. Subscribe if you want to stick around for more of these useful and fun class setups. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.